A circuit is a path that allows electricity to flow from one place to another. It's made up of different parts, including a battery or other power source, wires, switches, and devices that use the electricity, like light bulbs or fans. To understand how circuits work, we need to talk about three key components: conductors, insulators, and wires. What is electricity? Electricity is the flow of tiny particles called electrons. These electrons travel through a material, creating an electric current. This current is what powers all sorts of devices we use every day. For example, when you plug in your phone charger, electricity flows through the wire and into your phone, giving it the power it needs to charge. What is a circuit? A circuit is like a road for electricity. It gives the electricity a path to follow, allowing it to travel from the power source, like a battery, to the device that uses the electricity, like a light bulb or motor. Just like a car needs a road to drive on, electricity needs a circuit to flow through. Basic parts of a circuit: power source, battery. The battery provides the energy that the electricity needs to move. It's like the pump that pushes the electricity through the circuit. Wires. Wires carry the electricity from one part of the circuit to another. They are like the highways that the electricity travels on. Device, light bulb or fan. The device uses the electricity to do work, like turning on a light or spinning a fan. It's like the car that moves when the electricity flows through it. Switch. The switch allows us to turn the circuit on and off. When the switch is closed, electricity flows through the circuit. When the switch is open, the electricity can't flow. Conductors and insulators. Key to circuit safety. To make a circuit work, we need the right materials. Two of the most important types of materials for circuits are conductors and insulators. They help control how electricity flows and ensure that we stay safe when using electricity. What are conductors? A conductor is a material that lets electricity flow through it easily. It's like a highway where the electrons can travel quickly and without any obstacles. Examples of conductors: copper. Copper is the most common conductor used in wires because it allows electricity to flow easily. That's why most electrical wires are made of copper. Aluminum. Aluminum is another conductor, but it's lighter and less expensive than copper. It's used in some types of power lines: gold and silver. These metals are great conductors, but they're expensive, so they're usually used in high-tech electronics or very high-quality connections. Why do we need conductors? Without conductors, electricity wouldn't be able to flow through the circuit. Conductors allow the electricity to travel from the battery to the light bulb or any device you're using. They act as the pathway for the electricity to get from one place to another. What are insulators? An insulator is a material that doesn't allow electricity to flow through it. Insulators are important because they prevent electricity from traveling where it shouldn't. Without insulators, the electricity could escape from the wires and potentially cause harm or damage. Examples of insulators: rubber. Rubber is used to coat electrical wires because it stops the electricity from escaping and protects you from electric shocks. Plastic. Plastic is another common insulator that covers wires and electrical devices. Glass. Glass can also be an insulator, and it's often used in light bulbs to keep the electricity inside. Wood. Wood doesn't conduct electricity very well, so it can act as an insulator in some cases. Why do we need insulators? Insulators keep the electricity inside the wire and prevent it from escaping. They are essential for safety because they stop you from getting shocked when you touch a wire or device. Without them, electricity could flow out of the wire and you could get hurt. Rubber is the most common material used to insulate wires and keep electricity flowing safely inside them. What are wires? Wires are like the roads or pathways that electricity follows in a circuit. A wire is made up of a conductor, like copper or aluminum, and it is usually coated with an insulator, like rubber or plastic, to keep the electricity from escaping. Parts of a wire core. Conductor. The inside of the wire is made of a conductor like copper, which allows the electricity to flow. Insulation. The outer coating of the wire is made of an insulator like rubber or plastic. This keeps the electricity inside the wire and keeps us safe. Outer layer. Some wires may also have a protective outer layer that helps keep them safe from damage and wear. Types of wires. Flexible wires. These wires can bend and twist easily. They are used in things like phone chargers because they can be moved around without breaking. Solid wires. These wires are made of a single piece of metal. They're used in things like power lines because they are strong and durable. Coaxial cables. Special wires used for things like TV and internet connections. They have extra layers to protect the signal and reduce interference. Why are wires important? Wires are essential for carrying electricity from one place to another. Without wires, the electricity would have nowhere to go, and devices like light bulbs wouldn't work. Wires provide a safe and controlled way for electricity to travel to where it's needed. Conclusion. The magic of conductors, insulators, and wires in circuits. In any circuit, conductors, like copper, help the electricity flow. Insulators, like rubber and plastic, keep the electricity safe and contained. And wires provide the paths that connect everything. Together they allow electricity to power devices and make our lives easier. And remember, safety first. Always make sure wires and connections are handled properly to prevent any accidents.